Hello, everyone. You guys, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Good morning, everybody. Today is December 2nd. Holy shit. Already going to be Christmas pretty soon. Good morning. Just doing a mic check. Mic check. Let me know if you guys can hear me. FYI, I do have Broadcastify on my phone playing. So I'm trying to find the dispatch call for this case. I listened to it last night, but I fell asleep and I don't remember the timestamp. So I have it playing on my phone. So if you hear something like a dispatch call in the background, it is my phone. I'm just trying to get that for this case. So just want to let you know, and my phone is kind of next to the mic. So just so you know if you hear anything. Hey everyone, good morning. Hey Sarah. Hey Leo girl, good to see you here. Good morning. Yes, I got my coffee. I am extremely tired, but this is an important case, so we got to be here today. Hey Vicky. And then we got Cassie. She's already coming in saying this case is so sketchy, hoping and praying they find the sweet girl alive. I have a 7-year-old too, and I cannot even fathom. Yeah, I know. And thank you for being here, Cassie. Um, she just went missing on November 30th, and there was a lot to have to go through and see what is fact, what is not. So I was up pretty late trying to get everything I can for you guys, but I think I got pretty much everything. Hey Donna, how are you doing today? We got Princess in the house. We got Rose with Thorns always here. Hey Duke. The police believe this to be a crime. The dad and stepmom, I believe, said she walked away while the adults were having an argument, but right now so everything is sketchy. Well, that is not what is being put out now. I'm not sure if that was put out immediately, but I'm going to go over what has been put out and what is. I told you guys I have Broadcastify playing on my phone in case that's. We're just going to let it play. I'm trying to get the dispatch call for this case, you guys, and I'm trying to do two things at once because I have a very busy day today. So it looks like a lot of you know this case. Put a 1 in chat if you do, a 2 if you don't. Okay, Rose, I'll be here. Hey, BG, good morning. Tech girl, hello. Morning from Dallas, just down the highway from there. Bad vibes, the stepmom. Ooh, looks like a lot of you guys already know this case. Let me add to the stream who we're actually even talking about. Oh, thank you. So that's what they said when it first happened. Thank you, Duke. So we got some 1s. Sarah 1, Tech 1, Rose 2, Sky 2, Duke 1, BG 1, New Orleans Lady 1. So we got a lot of 1s in here. That's good. Okay, and then we got some 2s, but mostly 1s. Well, we're going to go over everything that we can with this case. So for the most part, what I usually do, in case you may not know, since this is a current case right now and we're dealing with a child who is missing, I usually turn the comments off and just go through what I want to show you guys and say to you guys, and then I turn them back on because I get super distracted. Rose says she's back. That was a fast call. I get super distracted and I want to make sure I give you guys all the accurate information with this case. So just so you guys know, don't think I'm ignoring you. Okay, so obviously we're here because we're talking about another missing child. This is actually in Texas. So hello to all my Texas people. This is going to be Wise County. And her name, look at her name, you guys. Athena Presley Monroe Strand. I mean, what a beautiful name. And when I heard her name, I thought immediately Summer Moon Utah Wiles, another beautiful name. So she's 7 years old. And the circumstances around her disappearance are I guess any child that goes missing, it's always suspicious and stuff like that when a child goes missing. But I think with this one, like you just heard Duke saying earlier, you know, the stepmom and the bio dad were saying something in the beginning, and I was like, nope, that's not what's being said. But he's saying yes, in the beginning, that's what's being said. So it seems to be different stories that are being put out. So again, that has a lot of people just kind of not feeling too good with this case. But this is Athena. She's 7 years old. She's so freaking cute. This is another photo of her. I put a spell on you. Super cute. And of course, unfortunately, she is missing. So I'm going to go over the flyer really quick and then we'll get right into this. So there is a Amber Alert for her. And again, Athena Presley Monroe Strand. She's 7 years old. And Athena, she was last seen on November 30th around 5:30 p.m. Now, this will be in Paradise, Texas. Now, she was said to be wearing washed out blue jeans with flower embroidered around the front pockets with a gray black long sleeve shirt, light brown boots, and maybe a flannel overskirt. I just watched something that they said that the flannel was actually left at home. So the flannel she did not have with her. Now, the police are looking at this case as an act of crime. If you have any information, please contact Wise County Sheriff's Department at 940-627-597-5971 or of course call 911. So let me put this right here for you guys so you can see who we're actually talking about. Now I'm going to just read an article to you guys really quick. Hold on, guys. I'll lower it a little bit for you. Again, I'm listening to the dispatch. I'm trying to find the dispatch call, you guys. So that's going to be in the background. Sorry. This is what I do when I start covering a case. I try to find the dispatch call. Okay, I got it. Good. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Hold on. All right. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. So what timestamp is that? 5/8/7/48. Okay. All right. So what I'm doing right now, sorry. So I'm listening to Broadcastify. I'm trying to get the dispatch call, and I had heard it last night, but I fell asleep and didn't get the timestamp. So that's 7:49. Give me a second. Okay. So I can clip that and put it out. Okay. So it says on the dispatch call, I don't know if you guys probably couldn't hear it. I got to put it through my app. But she was last seen about an hour ago. So that it would be true for what we're hearing. And just ignore me. I'm talking to myself. Sorry. All right. Last seen about an hour ago. So that would make sense. And this would be under this. All right. So it does look like the call would have gotten placed about 6:40. So that does seem about right when it was reported, she was reported missing, because from what timestamp this is coming through. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Melissa, okay, so let me see what you guys are saying really quick. So who are the suspects? No suspects so far. Yeah, no suspects so far. Hey, Angela. And Duke says, I think the stepmom is going to be a good suspect as she is now changing her story. Leo says her daughter also has 3 names. Okay, so let me read this article to you guys. So from what I just listened to from the dispatch call, I'm going to let the rest play when I get off of here because I'm wondering if there's more to it. So from the dispatch call right now, it does say a 7-year-old female missing, and it does say that last seen about an hour ago. So that would make sense. And if you go to Broadcastify and you want to listen to it yourself, that would be under the timestamp of 6:36 p.m. to 7:06 p.m. if you want to go back and listen to that yourself, because I'm sure there's going to be more to it. So again, just go to Wise County Fire and EMS, and then you'll just go to the timestamp of 6:36. So it looks like at 6:40 she was reported missing. Okay, so let me read this. So an Amber Alert was issued Thursday afternoon as multiple state and local law enforcement agencies joined the search for a missing 7-year-old girl last seen late Wednesday afternoon in Wise County. Wise County Sheriff Lane Atkin said the girl's stepmother reported the 7-year-old Athena Strand missing at 5:40 p.m. Okay, so she was last seen at 5:40 p.m. Okay. Now, after the girl disappeared from her room, the stepmother said she searched for about an hour before contacting sheriff's office for help. So let's see, we know that there was a little bit of an argument between her, so between the stepmom and Athena. Now, we don't know what this argument was over or anything like that. Now, we know that there was a little bit of an argument between her and her stepmom last night, but it isn't anything unusual, said Atkin. There was that argument. Then stepmom went to fix dinner, came back to get Athena, and Athena wasn't in her room. Now, it does say we're looking at all the possibilities, but right now we think the child walked away and maybe got lost. Atkin told NBC5. And this was published December 1st. Now, we definitely don't believe Athena ran off, said Keelan Colbeth, Athena's aunt and sister to Athena's mom, so to her bio mom. Now, Strand was last seen wearing a gray long sleeve shirt with white flowers, blue jeans with white flowers on the pocket, and brown boots. She has pierced ears, but no earrings, and 2 red birthmarks on her lower back. So it's very important. She has pierced ears, but she's not wearing any earrings, and she does have 2 red birthmarks on her lower back. Now, she's a very loving, friendly kid, loves people, loves animals, loves flowers. She's a very girly girl, said her bio mom's sister. Now, the search efforts continued overnight and expanded to include multiple other agencies on Thursday, including local Texas Ranger, Fort Worth PD, Bridgeport PD local fire department, Wise County EMS, Search Rescue 1, K9 Assisted, and several other agencies, the sheriff's office said. Now, the search was expected to continue overnight Thursday. I have been looking at everything since last night. I don't know what time I went to bed. And even this morning, I was looking to see if if she's been found. As of this morning, when I last checked, she has not been found. And I honestly thought, you guys, that I would wake up. I thought she would be found. I thought I would post that on the community, cancel this live, and it would be a happy ending. But unfortunately, as an hour ago, that would have been 9 a.m. She is still missing today, and she was reported missing on November 30th. Today is December 2nd. And in Texas, out there in Paradise, it is extremely cold. Last night around, I think it was like 10, and I looked to see how cold it was. It was about 49 degrees. So it's extremely cold out there right now, which is if she did leave on her own, that's very alarming. Now it says, we're not going to give up. We're going to keep working, said Atkin. Atkin said helicopters with thermal imaging were used last night, but showed no sign or presence of a child. He said digital resources are being examined by investigators. Now, I'm scared and I'm hoping that we find her because I wouldn't want anyone to be in this right now, said again the bio mom sister. Anyone with information that can locate Athena is asked to call the Wise County Sheriff's Office. Once again, you guys see it on the bottom of this live. It's going across, please. It's 940-627-5971, or of course call 911. You guys, my heart is breaking for this little girl. Okay, I'm just going to say this right now and get it out. But, looking at the property, and I don't know, I'm just thinking of so many different cases, and I'm trying not to go there, but my mind's going everywhere else. Okay, so Allison says, hey, Jen. She says, hello, I'm late. No, we're just starting. We're just getting started. She says, Allison says, I have been in contact with law enforcement officer that I know that is part of the search team. What are they telling you, Allison, out there? Let us know what they're telling you. You're not from that area though, right? I was going to say, I know a lot of people are going out there wanting to help search. I mean, the community for sure is coming together. This is definitely sad. And I just want to thank you guys for being here, because I know covering these cases like missing children is hard. Yeah, I was looking, Duke. I was looking at Google Earth, and I'll take you guys there in a bit. And it is there's like nothing around, very rural area. And even the driveway going up to where she would live, it's a very long driveway. Yeah, so she was wearing where's that question? To Joe. So she was, let me scroll all the way down so you guys get to know a little bit. Let me take that off. Okay, so she was last seen wearing washed out blue jeans with flowers embroidered around the front pockets, with a gray/black long sleeve shirt, light brown boots, and maybe a flannel overskirt. But I just watched something on Twitter last night, and it is being said that the flannel was actually found in her room. So she didn't leave with the flannel. Yes, Cassie. Looks so much like Michael Monkey Vaughn. It whenever you think of and again, I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything. It's way too soon for me, you guys. You guys can all let me know what you guys think about this case, especially the ones that are following it. Today, I just want to go over everything with you guys and give you guys all the information. When you think, unfortunately, a lot of people are like, oh, if you think of like these cases we know, a stepmom, I immediately, and I don't want to go there, but I immediately think of Leticia Stout. That's who I usually go to when I think of a momster, stepmomster. And again, I'm not saying that is what's the case with this, but the circumstances are a little questionable, I would at least say. Okay, what I'm going to do right now, you guys, I'm going to show you who is who the case. So obviously, Athena. She is missing right now, 7 years old. This is in Paradise, Texas, Wise County. And I'm going to show you, let me see, I don't have a photo of her. Okay, so hold on, let me show you guys. I'm going to show you who is who. And then I'll go over a bit more detail, deeper details of it all. Let me just show you guys. And again, if you haven't done so already, can you please hit that like button? It's completely free, and it does help with getting this information out. And that's what we're trying to do today, is just spread awareness. She's missing right now. She's only 7 years old. I can't even imagine if my 7-year-old, mine don't have it no more, but the thought of that is just, oh my gosh. Okay. I thought I had a picture of her. And I think people were getting, Duke, maybe you'll know. I feel like were people getting things incorrect or confused because there's a bio mom and then there's the stepmom? Because even in the beginning articles, it says mom reported her missing, and mom had an argument with her, and then mom was coming out saying, no, I'm a mom, that's the stepmom. Okay, so let me show you who is who with this case. Let's refresh that. Okay, so that's heartbreaking if stepmom isn't helping with the search. That's always alarming to me. I know some people say law enforcement will tell the family not to search, but I feel like as a parent, though, your instinct is you're a protector. If your baby goes missing, your child goes missing, your instinct is to be out there searching, right? So no law enforcement, no, I don't care. You'd have to arrest me to keep me from going out there. That's just me, though. That is just me. Okay, so I'll go through some photos with you guys so you guys have a better idea of who is who. And this is all public information, what I'm about to show you guys. Stop sharing this one. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing that. Right, Jacqueline? Okay, so this is going to be the bio mom. And let me make sure I get her name correctly. So this is the bio mom. I think it's Matlin is how you would say it. And her Facebook is public. She has been posting nonstop about her daughter missing. I actually was on her mom's Facebook just looking at all the photos going way back. And she has so many photos of her children. And mostly her Facebook is just her children. So she has Athena again. She's the one missing. And then it looks like she has a younger daughter also. And there, I don't know when this was posted, but it was so long ago because I was like sleuthing through her Facebook, and she had posted both her girls, and she said that if anything, she doesn't know what she would do if anything happened to them. They're her life. And I was just thinking like, oh my gosh. And here we are today. It's just heartbreaking. So this is Bio Mom. Now, Athena did not live, she lived originally with Bio Mom I want to make sure I get everything, in Oklahoma. But it is being rumored that the reason she went to go live with her bio dad is because the mom was having some health issues. Now, I tried to go back on the mom's Facebook to see if I can get that confirmed or anything like that, but that is what's being put out. So she originally lived with her mom, but then she went to go stay with her dad this last year, and she was only supposed to be with her bio dad just for a short period of time, and she was actually supposed to go back and live with her mom this month, is what's being put out there. So this is going to be the bio mom. Let's see. Okay, I have a lot of photos, so let me get to the right one. Okay, I have a lot of good things. Okay, so this is going to be, now again, public information. Now this is going to be stepmom, Lizzie. My name is Elizabeth, by Lizzie. And then this is going to be the dad, so bio dad. And his name is Jacob, I believe. Yeah, so dad's name is Jacob, bio mom, Matlin, I believe is how you say it. And then stepmom is Elizabeth Better, but everybody calls her Lizzie for short. So this is going to be stepmom here. And then this is going to be Athena's dad. Now in the home, so this was posted February 1st of last year. So in the home for children, I don't, so obviously I'm assuming the baby right here, she's pregnant, that's going to be his child. Okay, no, bio dad hasn't spoken out, stepmom hasn't spoken out. I've seen bio mom's sister do interviews with media. She's out there. Bio mom, when she got the call, she went out there and she's helping with the search right now. So she's out there, bio mom's out there searching, posting, sharing everything on her social media and everything like that. But as far as people doing interviews right now, no. She does look like her dad. I was thinking the same thing, Heather Marie. Right, Leo? Right? I feel like as a parent, I don't know. I know one time with my older one, we were at a store and for a second I thought I lost her and she was right there, like underneath the clothes. Like, back then they would have like the clothes hanging, but it would be like in a circle. I don't know. But she was inside of the clothes. My heart. I don't know. I never want to remember that day. It was horrible though. I'd be going crazy. But again, this would be bio mom. So they have in the home, it's going to be, they do, and I don't know if the older child, maybe you guys might know, the older child in the home, there is an older child. I believe she looks around 9 or 10. And this is me just going off of the stepmom's own social media because she has posts and stuff like that on there. I believe she's 9. She's 9. So it looks like there's a 9-year-old in the home. And then right here, I think the little one now she looks maybe over a year. I'm not sure on the exact age, and then Athena. So if that makes sense. So the stepmom has a daughter. She looks around 9. And then they have a child together. I think she's a little bit over a year. And then they have Athena. So there would be 3 kids in the home, if that makes sense. Right, sweet. She says, I had that happen in IKEA when my daughter was 3. It was terrifying. Yeah, it's the most terrifying feeling ever. Okay, so now you guys know. So we got stepmom, bio dad, and then we have bio mom. Okay, so there's a stepmom, you guys, and there's a bio mom. So let's not get that confused. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to go over some stuff, and I seen this shared on Facebook in the group, and it was put together really well, and I'm going to show you guys it. Okay, So this kind of goes through um, facts and some of the speculation out there. Again, this is going to be from a Facebook group. So let me share my screen. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in for you guys can see that better. All right, I think that's good for you guys. Okay, so again, this is repost from a Facebook group. Someone posted this, and by the time I seen this, I had already been sleuthing and going over things, and I thought this was the most accurate information and stuff like that. I did add some things like right here that I'm just wondering. I have my own questions to certain things, you guys. So this is from the detailed timeline. So stepmom was not in the shower. There was a post by Athena's biological mom from February saying Athena went missing one morning when mom's alarm didn't get her up in time for school. Mom got in the shower before driving her to school, and Athena walked to school instead of waiting for mom while she was in the shower. This took place in Oklahoma, not at current location. So what people are saying that I guess people went to bio moms because in the media it was put out that bio mom, had an argument. That mom had an argument with the child. So everyone started sleuthing and they went to bio mom's Facebook and they seen back in, I guess people were getting confused by some things and thought that stepmom had originally said she was in the shower. But what people are saying is that no, this actually did happen, but back in February, where the bio mom was in the shower and Athena, instead of waiting for her to get out of the shower and take her to school, Athena walked to school. So people were getting the information mixed up. But I myself went to bio moms, and right here I put, has bio mom confirmed this? And you guys will have some screenshots for me because I myself went to Biomom's Facebook and I went to February and I was looking and looking and looking and looking, and I did not see anything posted. And maybe I got to keep looking. I don't know. But I did not see anything where Biomom talked about Athena going to school and not waiting for her, and mom got in the shower. So I have not seen that screenshot, but I haven't seen Biomom address that. So maybe someone has the screenshot. Maybe one of you guys actually seen it. Or is this just what people are putting out there on Facebook? Because that happens a lot. Hey, crazy mama, good to see you. Good morning. When did this happen? So she was reported missing on November 30th. So this is currently going on right now. She's currently missing. Yes, crazy mama, another missing kid. Yes, 7 years old, Texas. And circumstances are suspicious, to say the least. Yeah. Duke says the Facebook list is not accurate at all. 5:30 p.m. to 6:40 p.m. is an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to go over some when I get to that. Hey, Miss Italy, good to see you. But I'm just wondering if anybody has actually seen on Bio Mom's Facebook her talking about Athena, that Bio Mom was in the shower and Athena went back in February. I went to Bio Mom's Facebook in February and I looked at every post. So I'm going to have to go back and look again because I'm not sure if this actually happened, but this is what people are saying. I guess some people were saying that stepmom was saying that she was in the shower. So people were thinking she changed the story, but people are like, no, that was never stepmom. That happened back in February with biomom. Now on here it says dad left with, so again, this is going to be for the day that Athena would go missing. Dad left with his father to go hunting at a different location. They were not hunting at night. They were traveling to a destination to hunt the next day. We know this was prior to 5:30 p.m. So everybody's wondering, where is Dad during the time that Athena would go missing? Now it is being said again, I haven't seen the dad confirm this or not confirm this at all. So this is what's being put out on social media. Okay. So just remember that. Law enforcement hasn't confirmed this that I personally have seen. Now, it has been said that the dad wasn't there when Athena would go missing, that he actually had left with his father to go hunting, but they were supposed to go to a location. So they were going to a location, traveling to a certain destination, and then the next day they would be hunting, is what's being put out there. So it is being said and Duke, maybe you can confirm, maybe you've seen the dad say something somewhere since you do know this case, but I personally haven't seen anything from the dad. But dad was not there when Athena would be reported missing. It is being said he was with his father, and they were on their way to a certain location to go hunting the prior day. Yeah, I know. And it's extremely cold out there in Paradise, Texas, where she is from. Yesterday, it was about 49 degrees when I had looked, and that was about 10 p.m. There's no way she is dressed based on what we've heard, which is wearing even remotely close to being out there. Duke says he hasn't seen the dad at all. Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to sleuth and I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen nothing from Bio Dad. I know the stepmom put, and I'm going to show you guys in a bit, the stepmom did put that one post on her social media. But other than that, I haven't seen anything from the dad at all. Yeah, Vicky. So the dad was not so the dad was not going to be there that day or the following day. So that night, I should say, that evening. So he wasn't going to be there that evening, that night. He would have been gone at a different location with his dad, because then the next following day they were planning to go hunting. So I'm assuming he would have got home the following day towards that, probably that night. I don't go hunting, so I don't know. This is the biggest question everybody is having, Joe. What is this argument over? Now, as a mom, you guys are moms, you guys are dads, you know, I don't think I've ever said I got in an argument with my child that is 7. Like, it just, when I heard it, it did seem a little strange, the word, to me, because as a parent, you don't argue with your 7-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? You don't argue with them. When you use that term, oh, I got an argument with my daughter, I'm going to assume your daughter's a grown up, right? But not a 7-year-old. Like, who argues with their 7-year-old? There's no arguing with a 7-year-old. You know what I mean? They're 7. It's extremely strange that that's what's being said, that she got in an argument with her. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. You don't get in an argument with your 7-year-old. So I don't know. It's just weird that that's what's being said. She got an argument. It's usually, as a parent, we say, yeah, they were not listening. They weren't listening. I sent them to their room, or, they didn't want to clean up after themselves. They were fighting with their sister. So I sent them in the room. It's not, I had an argument with my 7-year-old. Usually because I have my 12 and then, the 18, the girls. So if I say I had an argument with my daughter, I'm going to assume it's the grown 18-year-old. It's like, what? Like, who argues with the 7-year-old? And even if my 18-year-old, I'm not going to be like, I'm arguing with her. She wants to stay later. She wants her curfew later. She gives me a little lip back. But an argument, it's just interesting how that's being put out. But nobody knows what that was even about. BG says, right? Arguing seems like it seems like an odd statement, arguing. But then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to say this. I don't know how close, we don't know how close the stepmom was. We don't know anything about them. Okay. Um, we know from other cases that we've seen things like jealousy, with, the stepmom being jealous towards the child that's not hers. We've seen a lot of not so good things. And I don't know what's the relationship, how the relationship was between the stepmom and Athena. Did Athena not like her? Again, I'm just putting things out there. I don't know if that's true or not. Um, I don't know. I don't even know how long. This is another thing I'm just wondering. How long have the parents been separate, not together, bio mom and bio dad? How long has the dad been married to his wife, the stepmom? How was that relationship with Athena? Because it is interesting that we have this stepmom saying she had an argument with, her stepdaughter who's only 7. Right. What is there to argue with the 7-year-old? Kate, you can send that. I might have that already, but you can send that to me through my email. Heather Marie, can you drop my email? You can send that to me and I can go on my phone. I might already have it. Duke. If she is an evil stepmother, there are lots of things to argue about, especially from a child's mind. I already, Duke is suspicious of the stepmom. Cinderella effect, yes. Rose with thorns, yes. Mom lives in Oklahoma, so I believe the distance between the two, I think I seen 90 minutes, I think, is what I seen. And if I'm wrong, someone will correct me. There you go. Thank you, Heather Marie. There's my email. You can email that right now. Let me go to the email and see if I already have that, because I do have a lot of stuff already. But what is there to argue with the 7-year-old? I don't know. Miss Italy says, "Did the kids really sleep out in a room outside of the house?" That's what's being speculated. Is there proof of that? I don't have that for you, but that is what's being said, you guys. Okay, so let me get back to this. Okay, so once again, dad is not there. What's being said, dad is not there on the day that Athena would go missing. He would be with his father. They left somewhere to go hunting the following day. So they were going to go somewhere and then the next day hunt. Okay, so he wouldn't have been back probably to the very next night, I'm assuming. Now, timelines, per this Facebook post, the person that wrote this, they say timelines aren't making much sense. Stepmom says Athena was last seen at 5:30. She was reported missing at 6:40. Now, stepmom says she searched for about an hour before calling police. Those times are less than an hour apart. And that is not, and like Duke said, that wouldn't be less than an hour apart, like he was saying. So she last sees her at 5:30. So they get in this argument, and then she, goes to the room and she proceeds to make dinner. Okay. So she starts making dinner, and then she then goes and calls her for dinner. Athena doesn't come. She goes in the room, looks for her. She doesn't see her. And then it said that she searches for an hour, and then she calls 911. And from the dispatch call that I just listened to, it does say on the dispatch call that she was last seen, the mom searched for an hour. She was last seen about an hour ago. Now, I will say that it's also been said that because people were wondering, did anybody see her that day? Did she go missing before that? And there are people that are saying in the Facebook group, in the comments, saying, oh, my child goes to school with her, my child rides the bus with her, my child said that she was there that day, they seen her on the bus. So you have parents confirming that with their kids, at least, that they seen her on the bus that day. It's also being said that the bus driver also said, and again, I haven't seen the bus driver saying this, but this is what's being put out. The bus driver said that they did see her that day. So it looks like, she was seen. She did go to school, it looks like, and that can easily be confirmed with the school. And I'm already sure law enforcement is on top of that. That's the first thing they probably did. Check to see, did she go to school today? Was she at school yesterday? And she rides the bus. Talk to the bus driver. Did you see her today? So all of that is easily confirmed. But what I'm seeing in the Facebook group, people are posting that their child goes to school with her, they ride the bus with her, they seen her that day, and that it is being also said that the bus driver did say that they did see her also that day. So it looks like she did go to school and did go home. Um, you said okay, Messenger on Facebook. I'm trying to catch up to your guys' comments. Hold on, you guys. Okay? Let me see. Let me go to my email and see what Katie sent me. Give me a second, guys. Um, okay, so it is for the timeline. Let's just say, so what I seen that she would have got home about 4:30 is what I'm seeing p.m. Again, you know me, I like seeing the exact proof. I want to see a screenshot of her actually saying it, or I want law enforcement to exactly say it. But this is what's being said, and I do believe this would easily be either, proven or not proven. So she would have got home about 4:30 p.m. from school. All right, let me go to my AOL. Let me see. Check your mail. You sent it already, right, Katie? Gosh. And again, thank you guys all for being here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I got that. I'm going to show that after. I got that, Katie. Thank you. I'm going to go through all the photos and screenshots what BioMom has said. Thank you, though, for sending it to me. And here's the question I have. So if stepmom searched for an hour, then and she reports her missing at 6:40. So she last sees her. So she would have started. So she wouldn't have last seen her right at 5:30, because if she got an argument with her, it would have been before that, right? So it had to be before 5:30. She got into this argument, which we don't know who argued. What do you argue with the 7-year-old for? But she gets in an argument. So it would have had to been before 5:30, because the story is she gets in this argument with Athena, and Athena goes in her room. Stepmom then proceeds to makes dinner, and then she calls for Athena to come eat, and then she doesn't come eat, and then she goes and she looks, and then I'm assuming 5:30 is when she realizes she's missing, because then The story is she then goes and searches for an hour for her. I mean, an hour? I don't know. That's just an hour. I don't know. I'm not going to go into that. But she searches an hour, and then at 6:40 she places a call. And from Broadcastify, from the dispatch call that I listened to, that fits. The 6:40 fits for when that goes in because it's under that time slot for the dispatch. Okay, so this next right here, and again, this is information that I got from a Facebook group. This was shared, and I'm just sharing this information with you guys. Now it says searchers who were participating today overheard a sheriff. Now, this is what they're saying. This was posted. Someone shared this inside the Facebook group that they were helping search and that they had overheard a sheriff or one of the deputies speaking about the property. The officer stated the bedroom for this girl was in a separate building about 20 yards or so from the main home. This is not something that has been released to the public's knowledge, and it is not known if all the children staying in this building. Now, again, this is coming from Facebook, the Facebook group. Somebody in there had said that they were helping with the search and they overheard. It was either the sheriff or the deputies or one of the deputies, but they're stating that they overheard them saying that Athena, that she's, the officer stated that the bedroom for Athena was in a separate building and it was about 20 yards or so from the main home. Is that true? I don't know. This is just something that somebody said in the Facebook group that they were out helping with the search. They overheard one of the officers saying that Athena slept in a different building 20 yards from where the rest of them slept, and it was outside of the home. So is that true? I don't know, you guys, but that's what's being said. Now, again, this says there is no indication that dogs didn't find her scent. However, her scent would be on their property. She lives there. The issue is the scent not extending beyond their property or being lost by the dogs, which is common. Now, I did read the article. I did read an article. Let me see. I'm going to look at it really quick if I have the right one up. Okay, where was it? I just said it earlier. So okay, so the sheriff said helicopters with thermal imaging were used last night, but show no sign or presence of a child. He said digital resources are being examined by investigators. Yeah. But again, you guys, it's law enforcement hasn't said it. This is coming from someone who said they were helping with the search. I mean, there is a lot of people out there that are helping with the search. But again, and they're in the group and they're sharing a lot of information in the group. So again, I'm not saying this is in fact true. This is just what someone said, that they helped with the search and they overheard one of the deputies saying that Athena didn't slept in a building that was 20 yards from the property. I mean, I hope that's not freaking true. I hope that's not true because all the kids, and remember, there's other kids in the home, so there is from who keeps from Elizabeth's Facebook. That's going to be stepmom's Facebook, which is public. Um, she does have a daughter. She's about 9 years old. And then I showed you guys the photo. She just had a baby. I think the baby's probably like, I don't know, a little over a year or so. I don't know. So there are other kids in the home. Do the other child, the 9-year old, sleep in that other building? If that is true, or is it just Athena? Does Athena really sleep in that other building, or is that just a rumor? I don't know. But if it's true, that is extremely alarming. Oh, Joel says that she is close to Wise County. Are you going to go out or help with the search or just go out there or anything, Jules? Hey, all in tanks. Welcome, Dukes, back to the membership. I always think you guys are part of the fam already. Okay. Now, as we have heard and we've discussed a little bit in the Twitter newscast, I guess this is where people were first hearing it from. Stepmom and Athena had an argument. We don't know what this argument is over, anything like that. Now, this on this it says this was about 5:30, as this is when she was last reported seen. But to me, that doesn't make sense that this would be at 5:30 that she was last seen, because when you think of what's being said, Athena has an argument with her. She sends her in, well, she goes in the room. Mom proceeds to make dinner and stepmom starts to make dinner and does all of that. And then she calls Athena to come eat. She doesn't come out to eat. And then she searches for about an hour and then places the 911 call. So at 5:30, the way the story is told, to me, at 5:30 is when she realizes she's missing. It's not the last time she's seen her. So I'm wondering, when did this argument take place? What time was that? What time did you start dinner is what I would like to know. Because it could be a quick dinner, it could be a long dinner. When did the dinner start? When did this argument happen? That's the timeline I would like to know. Because 5:30 to me, if she searched for an hour and then proceed to call 911, 5:30 is going to be when she realizes that Athena is missing. Then she searches for an hour. She says, I mean, an hour is a long time, but whatever. Searches an hour, and then she then proceeds to call 911. Does that make sense? Yeah, and the dad was not there. The dad would have been back, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't go hunting, but he left with his dad that day, is what's being said to us. And he didn't go hunting that day. He went to a certain destination to hunt the following day. So he would have been gone that night. He would have been gone in the next day in the morning. And I'm not sure if he was planning to come home that night, or was he going to stay out even an additional day hunting. I'm not sure how long people go out for hunting, to be honest. I don't know. Right? That's what I'm thinking. And then think about it too. As a parent, your kid gets home from school, they're usually starving, right? They're usually starving. So you either give them a snack or you start dinner. At least that's what I do, because they're usually always hungry. So, and mine gets home she'll get home about 4:20. So dinner usually for us is 6. So usually I'll give her something small to eat and then I start dinner. Or if I'm like, okay, we're going to have dinner a little bit earlier, I just start cooking dinner right then and there. So, kids, when they get home, it's like they're starving. It's like, I didn't eat at school. I know, Lola. She says, I'm getting so mad. Wish we could confirm if Athena slept in a different building. Single parents, you need to do better. Protect your babies. Yeah, well, I mean, a building outside of the property, and we're going to look at the property. It's rural. It's their property right there, and it reminds me a lot of the Summer Wells case. because you know how like their property was up on top of that hill. It was all their property. You had to drive up that big driveway. When we look at the map, you're going to see you have to drive up. It's a long driveway to get to where they live. And, it is their property. But I'm just like, still, though, to keep them outside of if that is in fact true and she doesn't sleep inside the home at 7 years old, that's very alarming to me. That is just not right. Aren't they all? They're like, I'm starving, I haven't eaten. They're always starving when they get home and right before they go to bed. It's like you just eat dinner a little while ago. Okay, so stepmom assumes this is when Athena where Athena is while dealing with cooking. But this next part, I have a question about this next part I think. So this person writes, stepmom assumes this is where Athena is, and she means after she gets into this argument with Athena, she assumes she's in the room, right? Now she's cooking dinner, like I said, and it says she's dealing with and cooking with a toddler. The other daughter that I mentioned before, it says she is next door at aunt's house. So I was looking at the property, and does she have a trailer next door? Is she at, because it isn't like how you may think. It's not like us, like where I live. I have my neighbors right here. No, it's kind of like the Summer Wells property. That's what I'm assuming. So I'm like, does she live on a trailer next to where they live, or is she like down a little bit down at a different property? So, but it's being said that the older daughter, who is about 9 years old, it is being said that she was not in the home, that she was at the aunt's house who lives next door. Yeah, Miss Italy. They don't want people out there right now helping with the search. Divine, I don't know why they're labeling it as a crime now. I don't. And I know for the Amber Alert, people are wondering because it wasn't issued immediately. I believe it was issued 24 hours after she was reported missing. Um, she didn't, she doesn't, when you look up the Amber Alert, she doesn't meet the criteria, but because they believe she's in danger is why they issued the Amber Alert. Well, they're Ladybug. Well, originally, and with all cases too, law enforcement will originally say one thing, and as each day goes by or each interview they give, it slowly starts to change. So I did see that they're saying they're not ruling anything off of the table here. Nothing is being ruled off here. Everything is being looked at. And I know last night in the Facebook groups, people were like, the parents have been arrested. And this happens with every case. They're like, the parents have been arrested. They've been taken in. They're not letting them leave. They're being questioned. And, of course, they're going to be brought in. Of course, they're going to, keep them for a few hours. They want to get to the bottom of what happened to Athena, but no, there's been no arrest. But they were brought in for questioning. That's protocol though with these cases, you guys. They're probably going to be brought in again today, maybe, and re-questioned on things. I mean, I'm not saying the stepmom had anything to do with it, but she is the person who says she last seen Athena. And we always say law enforcement looks at the last person that was with the person who would go missing or who has been found deceased. Hi, Mighty. And I remember Mighty writes in caps. Allison says she homeschools her kids, don't trust the world anymore. And Allison, I'm gonna have to email you and see what you're hearing out there on the street since you are talking to someone out there. I know. Kids just don't go missing. And we do know kids sometimes do run away. But she's 7 years old. 7 years old. And here's the thing too, what I thought was interesting. Her bio mom said that she's scared of the dark. So I do want to point that out. She said she's scared of the dark. And it's really cold out there. And it was cold out there. And it is being stated that the flannel was left home. So she didn't have a coat. She didn't take off with a jacket. I don't know. I'm just thinking, was there anything that you noticed missing of hers? Because if she's 7 and if she was going to run away, I would just think, they're little, they're 7, they're going to take their favorite belongings of, you know what I mean? She just left with nothing. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. 7 years old shouldn't be running away, but I'm thinking, okay, if she did, she's 7. Did she take like her favorite little belongings? Is that missing? There's been no mention of anything missing of hers. So she just left at 7? So again, it is being said that the older daughter, who I believe is 9, she was not in the home. She would have been next door at the aunt's house, is what's being said. Now, again, when dinner is done, stepmom calls out to Athena. This is what's being said. And then Athena does not come out to eat from her room. And then she goes to the room. She sees it's empty. And then she starts, looking for Athena, which would have took her about an hour. Another thing I'm trying to find out, since the aunt lives next door, what time did she go over there to the aunt's and see if she was there? Because that would have been the first thing I would have done. But a whole hour is just interesting to me. And this is just this person just, going over what they think with the timeline. But it doesn't make sense to me because this person is saying, assuming it took half an hour to make dinner, maybe 3 to 5 minutes of waiting for her to come out of her room on her own, we are looking at a time frame of realizing she's gone at approximately 6:05, 6:10. But then again, that makes no sense because she searched for an hour. So she had to have this argument before 5:30. She had to. And then she cooks dinner and does all of that. Then at 5:30, she realizes that she's missing, searches for an hour, and then makes that 911 call at 6:40. Now, this is something, it says, knowing Athena, and this is where I'm seeing this, I'm seeing this not just on Facebook, but I'm seeing it all over line. Knowing Athena has a history of leaving the house, stepmom goes outside to look for her and has extended family help in the search. Well, I mean, if you don't see her inside, if you don't see your 7-year-old inside, of course you're going to go outside. Even if your child never took off on their own, immediately, if you don't see them inside, what are you going to do? You're going to go outside. So I said, who says Athena has a history of leaving? This is something I can't really find an answer to, but I'm seeing this reported in different areas, that Athena is known for leaving on her own, has a history of leaving by herself. So it's making it seem like she's run away before. Where is this coming from? It's a big property. Um, Danielle, let me see if I have. So I'm not. I know it's been speculated that the speculation, again, I don't know where that's coming from, but it's been speculated that that's what the stepmom had said, that, she is known for leaving on her own. So it makes it seem kind of sus if your 7-year-old goes missing, you're saying she's known for, pretty much running away to law enforcement. I mean, her bio mom says she's scared of the dark. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Yeah, Vicky, I agree. Vicky says, but if she's afraid of the dark, she would have come back. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go over some stuff with you. I'm just going to go start from the beginning photos. Okay. And we're going to just walk through it. And yeah, it is a big property. So Duke says it's a big property. It has 68 acres of wood, but it's theirs. I don't know if it's exactly theirs. I don't know, but the child would have had access to it. It is a big property. Jules says, if she's afraid of the dark again, why is she sleeping in a separate building? That's just not making sense. I know. And here's the thing too, Jules, though. I don't know if that's exactly true. It's what's being said. Someone claiming that they went and helped with the search, and this is what they overheard. That they said they overheard from one of the deputies that she slept 20 yards in a different building, 20 yards away in a different building. And again, if that is true, perfect point. She's scared of the dark. There's no way a 7-year-old who's scared of the dark is going to want to sleep in a different building out of the home. There's just no way. Okay, so this photo, so I'm going to take that banner off really quick and I'll put it after. Okay, so this was shared in the Facebook group. This was shared from somebody, and I have what they say on here also, but this was shared, and they said that they were out there helping with the search, and they were saying the property is really dirty and there's trash everywhere. They said that there was like animal bones, and it was pretty crazy what they were saying. So this is a photo from the property that they shared. And this is the law enforcement with the search. Okay, so this is going to be Bio Mom, and this is on her Facebook. And she is also commenting things on Facebook, and it's being shared out. So she says, this is an absolute lie. She says, I am Athena's mother. I haven't even talked to her since Sunday, she says, because her stepmother and father wouldn't answer their phones on Monday. I live in Oklahoma. He should be referring to her as the stepmother, and she's talking about the dad. Now, and an Amber Alert has been issued. This man even got the time wrong. She was last seen approximately at 5:30 p.m. Please focus on finding Athena, she says. The police and FBI, who is also involved, yes, and I forgot to mention that FBI is involved. Excuse me. FBI is involved, wouldn't jump into using so many resources so quickly if she was a potential runaway. I would love if anyone could put me in contact with this complete airhead of a news reporter. Okay, so she was referring to the reporter. So it is being said that this reporter had put out information that he got from the stepmom, and that Athena had run away potentially. And so, but it is being said that has been taken off though. So I can't even find it, but it's being said that a reporter had put something out on Twitter that they had spoken with the stepmom, and it was being said, that, she had possibly ran away and all this stuff, and that's why she was pissed. The bio mom saying this is a lie, and that this is all false, and that is no longer up. So because I try to go to where it was shared, the link to this on Facebook. I try to go to the link that was shared for this article, and it said error. So it must have been taken down by this reporter, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, she does. And when you go on the mom's Facebook, every post is about her daughter. Every single post. Let me see what you said. Yeah, that's the only thing I also know too, Allison. And Allison, that's what I was asking earlier was, how people were getting, I guess, mixed up with the story of this case. Some people were saying, oh, mom was in the shower. Why is she saying she was in the shower first? Now that got switched to she was making dinner. And then it came to be that people are like, no, people are getting the moms mixed up. BioMom in February posted on her own social media that there was an instant where, mom got in the shower, BioMom got in the shower, and that, Athena didn't want to wait. And then she went walking to school. But other than that, though, that's the only thing I've seen. But I haven't seen, and I was sleuthing through BioMom's Facebook, and I haven't seen a post about that. So I'm like, okay, where is that coming from? So if anyone has a screenshot of the BioMom talking about that, I would love if you can send that to me, because I was sleuthing on her Facebook. I was looking at every post from February, and I don't see that. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. And some people believe that if Athena did leave, some people are speculating like maybe she didn't want to go back with BioMom because, she did live with BioMom originally, and she went to go live with the dad for just a short period of time, because it is being said, again, this hasn't been confirmed that I've seen by BioMom, but it's been said that BioMom had some health issues. So Athena went to go live with her dad for just a short period of time. She was supposed to go back with BioMom this month. And some people think, well, maybe she ran away because she did not want to go back with BioMom. But again, that's just speculation that is out there, and I'm just sharing that with you guys. We need to find out if, in fact, that is true. We need to find out if that is true, because if it is true, is it just her that sleeps in that other building? I mean, why? You have a 9-year-old. Is she stepmom has her biological daughter in the home, So to me, it just, I don't know. I just want to know if that's true or not. That would be definitely very, very cruel. I know, Leo. This case reminds me of that case, and I'm trying not to but it does. I mean, immediately when I said her name, when I said Athena Presley Monroe Strand, I'm like, oh my God, what a beautiful name. And I immediately thought of Summer Moon, Utah Wells. I mean, Athena Presley Monroe Strand. What a beautiful name. Lala says, the fact that her dad left for a hunting trip worries me, only because I recently heard a young husband going fishing to all of a sudden his pregnant wife was gone when he got back from fishing. So, but then again, we got to think about this too. It's not just him who's going hunting by himself. It is being stated that he went with his dad. Joe says, hello, I'm back. I'm trying to catch up to your guys' comments. Yeah, all in tanks. And this is the thing, and I don't want to, here I go again. The same thing with Summer Wells. That's the first thing I thought with her case too, is that she's so small. She could be hiding anywhere, got stuck somewhere, but I just feel like she would have been found. And with this case, at first I was like, okay, well, maybe before I really learned any of the details and I was just like looking at things, I was like, okay, what if she, got out of the home. If she got an argument, they got in this argument, she was mad. Maybe she was going to go to the aunt's house. Maybe but I don't know, it would have been roughly right before 5, all of this would have taken place. It's being stated that she got home around 4:30. So she gets home, they have this, I don't know. There's a lot of things with the timeline that I'm just like, Okay, so this was shared in the Facebook group, and they say, I have followed this since it posted last night. I have messaged with Athena's aunt this morning. She has Athena's sister with her, keeping her safe. Now, again, this is going to be the stepmom's daughter, okay, that the aunt would have. Remember, it's being said that the aunt lives next door to the stepmom and the bio dad. Now, the older daughter, again, she was 9 years old. This girl is saying that the aunt has her. Now, it says apparently the dad and stepmom have changed their story 2 to 3 times and had to go to the PD because of stories changing. That's this person speculating on why they've been to talking to the police. Now, he was hunting and then changed to working. Now, again, I have not seen the dad saying anything. So, again, I'm sharing this stuff with you guys because I'm thinking maybe you guys can end up, telling me, like, yeah, I did see, the dad saying this here and maybe sending that to me. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. But this person is saying that the dad had said he went hunting and then he got changed to working. Now, she was in the shower, and again, we know that that would not be the stepmom, and I think it changed to cooking. I haven't been told the third story. But the stepmom apparently looked for her about an hour. Then she called her husband. When he got home, he looked for another hour, and they decided to call the cops. So again, I'm not sure that would make sense to me. Athena's real mom said she did not run away to what the news has said. How does a 7-year-old walk out of the door when it's almost dark and very cold last night? None of the cameras in the neighborhood got her on recording, because this is something that a lot of people have been wondering. Are there cameras around? Now, they have searched way past where she could have walked by herself. This is true. They're searching. Usually they do a certain area where they'll search. They have expanded that now. Now it says, so how does she get off the property and vanish without a trace? And I agree with that. My only reason is she must have been driven off by the property by someone, and nothing is adding up. Unless she walked and someone's seen her. I don't know. Now this is another photo. It has a lot of red flags with it. I hope not. I hope not, Leo girl. I hope not. I'll show the home from Google Maps, you guys. Let me see, Joe. Do they have wells? Do they have wells on the property? That I don't know about, Joe. Do they have wells on the property? So people were saying how, the windows look on the home, just the way, and again, this is like how it was with the Summer Wiles case. Everybody was looking at the property and everything, and but people are mentioning, the way the windows are. Okay, so now this is the person who started sharing. This is the person who started sharing the photos of the property, and they're the ones who said that they were helping with the search. So It says this is going to be from someone who went out there and helped with the search, and they started taking photos of the property. So they say, we just left the house Athena was last seen at. No update. The house she went missing from is a wreck. The windows are busted out of the house. I guess the little girl sleeps in a building in the backyard. The dad was charging his phone in the SUV, like maybe they don't have power to the house, with a question mark they're asking. The family dog was shot dead in the backyard / field. There's a trash pile full of dirty diapers, and there's animal bones around the yard. The dad and stepmom were both sent to the PD in their own vehicles. The mom is very sweet, a sweet girl. She's talking about the bio mom, who I talked to many times today. She has been ill and was in the hospital, she's saying. She had let Athena go to her dad's for a few months until they got the mom's health issues fixed. Now, Athena was supposed to move back home in December. So again, this person is saying they went out there to help with the search. She spoke with Bio Mom. She's saying Bio Mom is sweet, and she's claiming that Bio Mom had told her that Athena went to live with her dad just for a few months until she herself can get her health issues fixed. Now, Athena was supposed to move back home in December. Magically, she disappeared on November 30th. And then they just say, I pray to God they find her alive, but I'm not getting a good feeling. I was there all day and searched all over the property and the surrounding places. This is pictures of the place. You can make your own opinion, she says. Now, again, I don't know where she's getting information like the family dog was shot dead in the backyard / field. I don't know where she got that from. So again, I'm not saying any of this is in fact true. This is what they're sharing. They're also saying that there were animal bones all around the yard, which I already know what you guys are thinking. I already know what you guys are thinking. I mean, I'm trying not to think of that other case. Hey, Levelhead. Yes, you made it. You made it. Well, the way when we go to Google Maps, the way the property is though, I was looking at it from the main road. There's like a fence though. She would have had to climb over the fence, and it's not close to where how her property is. And I'll show you guys when we go to Google Maps after this. Because I was also thinking, okay, if she left the home, which way could she have went? Because there is not. It's kind of like the Summer Wilds case with the property. It is rural. It is their property. There is a long driveway to get to the property. And then I was looking like, okay, where's the closest road to the property? So I'll show you guys that in just a bit. I know, Heather Marie. Again, I'm not saying any of this stuff is true. I'm just sharing with you guys what people are saying that are going out there helping with the search. I don't know what her health issues are from, to be honest with you, Miss Italy. She says, I'm sorry, but I have a question. If the mother's health issues had to do with anything with addiction, to even think that is okay to send her daughter to that house, something had to be really bad. I do not know what her health issues were about. And if we have time, we can go to the mom's Facebook and sleuth through it. I have done it already. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that the bio mom, she did this past following Father's Day, she did make a Father's Day post to Athena's dad, her dad. So she did make a really nice Father's Day post for him. So I thought that was, that is telling, because not all sometimes when relationships end, it's bad. And sometimes, unfortunately, children get put in the middle of it. Sometimes you don't get along with the other spouse, but I thought it was nice to see that, she did make a Father's Day post for Athena's dad, saying he was a good dad and, all that stuff. So if she wasn't feeling good though, if she was sick with her health, again, don't know what that is all about. Okay, so this is the little pond. When we look at Google Maps, you guys have a better image of it. It's like a little, I don't know what you would call this. To me, this looks like a little mud pit to me, but I don't know what you would call it. But it's not. It's on the property. It's near the property, and they're just showing a picture of it. Now, this was also on the property trash. Now, they're out here in Arizona where I live. Okay, so I live in a community, so it's not like this. We're HOA, so this isn't how ours is done. But you know, there are outside of our property though, out of our community, there are homes that are like on a ranch, and you do see smoke, and you'll be like, what is going on there? But they do burn their trash. They have, I don't know how it's done. I'm not even gonna pretend, but they do burn the trash right there on their own property. I'm not sure how this is done here. I'm not even going to pretend to know. Maybe someone from the area. This is Wise County. This is Paradise in Texas. Do they burn their own trash? Just, I don't even know how this is done out here, but the trash is just piled up here. So, or just, do they take it somewhere? I'm not sure. But this was a photo that they shared, that person out there. Yeah, like a burn pit. Yeah. Out here, that's how certain people do it out here. I've seen it. I've seen the smoke that something was on fire. And then my boyfriend's like, no, that's the trash. It's burning. I'm like, oh, okay. But here, I don't know how it's done, but they're just showing all of this trash is here. hmm Joel says this is pretty normal. This is pretty normal for real properties in this area. They burn it instead of paying for a service. Okay. Yeah. And out here too, where I live in my community, we don't do it like that. We have trash cans and, all that stuff. But just if I leave my property, my community, and I can go like straight to, I mean, right there, there's like people who have their own property and they do it like that there. So, but Joel says that it's pretty normal that, instead of, I guess people, instead of having to pay, it's cheaper to do it this way. And this is just a reporter I seen on Twitter. She just says the biological mother of missing first grader Athena Strand shared these photos of her. She says Athena was afraid of the dark and wouldn't run off. And it says what law enforcement says they believed happened. So bio mom is not having it. She's saying, my daughter's scared of the dark. She would never leave. She would never run away. And we know our kids. Again, this is going to be from Biomom. She says, please do not get your information from Athena's stepmother. She and her friends have changed her story several times. I am Athena's mother, and I am the only one that has looked and stayed and not slept since Athena went missing. Please stop bashing when you have no idea what is going on. Now, I think what ended up happening, and this is just me speculating based off some of the articles, a lot of the articles in the beginning, they all referred to the stepmom as mom. So it was mom reported her missing. Mom had an argument. So people thought bio mom had the argument with Athena. People thought bio mom reported her missing. So I think a lot of people immediately went to bio mom and started giving bio mom a lot of bullshit. In fact, it wasn't even her, it was the stepmom. But she's saying, please do not get your information from Athena's stepmom. That's alarming to hear. That's alarming. And it says, my posts about Athena are public, and I am trying to post when they are updates. And she is definitely posting. She probably has more posts since I've been on here, but she is constantly posting, sharing photos, even before Athena, because I always go back to look at people's social media before the person was murdered or gone missing. And before Athena was missing, I was looking at all the moms like Facebook. She has a lot of photos of her kids. She just looks like, if you would just look at her Facebook, she just looks like a mom. She just looks like a mom. Like that's what her Facebook is all about, is about the girls, her two kids. going to go eat, taking professional photos, school, first day. The photo I showed you of Athena, that was from this year. She started kindergarten. Um, kids just playing around in the house. I mean, it's just her Facebook for sure just represents just a typical mom's Facebook. Now she says, my posts are public, which they are. I'm trying to post when there are updates. We haven't found her and she is still missing. Now the news reporter Nick, so she has a beef with this news reporter Nick. So the news reporter Nick, I think she meant sometime, pulled his report from thin air. Now, remember, I told you there was a reporter stating that, and it seemed like they had spoken with the stepmom, and it was making it seem like that was the bio mom, and it was also making it seem like Athena ran away. And, bio mom has a problem with that. When that got shared in the group, this reporter's, report, it's been taken down. It's no longer there. I try to go to there and it's like error. So that has been taken down, which I think is really interesting. Now, she is still missing and has been for nearly 24 hours. Well, we know it's been longer now because she went missing on November 30th. Now, Athena walked to school. Okay, so here we go. Athena walked to school once. Okay. So this is where she kind of clarifies it. So Athena walked to school once in, Comanche, Oklahoma. You can see the elementary school from Athena's mother's front porch, not her dad's home / paradise school. So I guess this is where we're going to see where, I'm wondering, where did this information come from that Athena, but there's no mention of the shower here, but Athena walked to school once. Hey, Terry. Ladybug says that they burn. So you burn your trash is what you're saying, I'm assuming. But she's saying from that photo, it doesn't look like they have been burning. Which I guess is a good sign, right? If it wouldn't burned, would we have been like, oh shit, they're burning, Yeah, I know. That's another thing I'm thinking. I was like thinking about too, Joe. She says seems very odd that dad and stepmom didn't answer phone to bio mom. Yeah, I wonder what that was all about. And I also wonder what's the relationship with all of them too. What's the dynamics here? Does bio mom and stepmom get along? Does a bio mom? I thought that from her saying Happy Father's Day, from bio mom's post and saying Happy Father's Day on her own social media for this June that just passed, Father's Day that just passed. You don't really see that too often when parents are separated. You just don't. So I was like, maybe they have a good relationship still, I was thinking. But I do wonder what is the dynamics with all of this household though? Because sadly, if stepmom didn't get along with bio mom and there was some resentment there, I don't know. I mean, not all times that happens, but sometimes you hear about shit like that and the child it suffers the price because of it. Evil stepmom, and I'm not saying step parents are bad. I don't want to make it seem like that, but we have covered cases where unfortunately that is the case. And right now we do have a sweet missing little 7-year-old. Look at her. Her little messy bun, her little toy. This is going to be stepmom, bio dad. This was posted November 14th, 2021. I also don't know how long they've been dating, how long have they been married. I don't know any of that stuff either. And again, this is just from, the stepmom's Facebook. This was posted February 24th, 2021. 37.5 weeks, ready for this girl to be here. Again, I showed you guys this one. This is stepmom and the dad. And again, this would be her baby shower. Had a great baby shower Saturday. Thanks to everyone who came. She tagged some people for making it happen. This was February 1st, 2021. So they do have a child together. Is a 9, I believe she's 9 based off of stepmom's Facebook. I believe she's 9. I don't know if that's from somebody. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming it's somebody else. That's the father. Again, this is going to be so precious, so precious. Athena. Now, I seen this on Facebook, so I thought I would share it with you guys. It says Athena Strand Facts and Timeline. I did not make this. Now, blue, it says confirms with a source. Red is assumed true, but missing confirmation of something like time, source, etc. So again, the blue has been confirmed. They're going to give you the source for it. And then the red is going to be assumed to be true, but it doesn't have a source attached to it. So timeline. So this is red. So this is assumed to be true, but we don't have confirmation. So 4:30 p.m., she would return home from school on bus. Now, parents of local children who attend school and ride the bus with Athena on Facebook. And this is very true. I've seen it for myself. I've seen people, because people have been wondering, did she go missing before? Did she go to school that day? Because a lot of people are bringing up Leticia Stalk with this, okay? A lot of people are in the group. So people are wondering, did she go to school? And I have seen it also, parents saying, people saying, my kid goes there, my kid goes to school with her, my kid rides the bus with her, my child seen her that day, or I seen her when I picked up my child. Like, there are things that are being said already. So again, it's being said that at 4:30 p.m. she returned home from the school bus. Now, confirmed, now this is being said that, now, well, I mean, we really don't know what happened, excuse me, but, this is what's being said by, obviously, the stepmom to everybody. So 5:40 p.m., argues with stepmom. So it is being said, like we said, that she has an argument with the 7-year-old. Who does that? Now, again, this just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. It doesn't, because when you think of the timeline that's given to us, you guys, and you guys know I'm a stickler for a timeline. She would have had to had the argument before. Oh, okay, Tony, thank you. I didn't even know. So that's 2 p.m. Let me see. Hold on. I'll tell you right now, Tony. Hold on. Okay, so they're an hour ahead of me. So for me, if it says 2, that would be at 1. So that's about an hour for me, because they're an hour ahead of time. They're an hour ahead for me. Right now it's 11:46 in Paradise, Texas. It's 12:46 right now. And if you're saying it's at 2 for my time, it would be at 1. So that would be 1. Thank you, Tony, for letting me know about that. Look at Tony coming in here. Thanks, Tony. Or not confirmed. And that is Melissa says, I want confirmation she that day. That's something that, law enforcement, I'm sure they already have that information. I'm sure they already had their investigators going to the school. Did she come to school today? How was she? Talk to the teacher. I'm hoping, at least, talk to the teacher. How is she as a student? Was she struggling? Did you see anything, notice anything, any of that stuff? I'm sure that's all been confirmed, because if she didn't go to school that day, I think, I'm sorry, that is going to be a red flag for me. But I think for sure that had to be confirmed by now. Allison says, sorry, Joe, she keeps timing you out. Joe's like, what's going on? I didn't even do anything. Joe says, yep, we have an hour and 14 minutes. Yeah, we got some time from that. Cass believes that she's been missing for a while now. You mean prior to her being reported missing, Cass, for Boo? I think she was. I think I do. I'm gonna believe she went to school that day because I feel like that would be the first thing that would be. I think we would know that at least. I don't think we'd be seeing people in the comment section on Facebook saying, my kid goes to school with her. My kid, she was on the bus, seen her on the bus. I don't think any of that would be said. I think people would have been like, hey, my kid goes to school with her. I didn't see her on the bus today. Or my kid didn't see her on the bus today. My kid says she didn't go to school today. You know what I mean? I think so. I do think she went to school. Oh, okay. Allison said, no, I only did it once. Joe, she says, Allison, don't worry about it. When you have nails and when I've done that before, I've timed out the wrong person by accident. Okay, so again, it is being said that at 4:30 she would return home. Again, this has not been confirmed by law enforcement or anything like that. Now, again, for the timeline, like I said, this just doesn't make sense to me that this would be when the argument took place at 5:40 because she does not report her missing for an hour. She says that the story is that she has an argument with Athena. Athena then goes in the room. She assumes she's in the room. She makes dinner. And then she then calls for her. She does not come out. And then she goes, looks for her. She's not in the room. And then she goes and proceeds to look for her. So that would have to be before the 5:30 mark. So it seems like 4:30 she gets home, and then shortly after she has to have a little argument with her, and then she starts making dinner after that. So by 5:30 is when she realizes, if you're going based off of what the timeline that they're telling us, then at 5:30 she would realize she is missing. 5:40 she would realize she's missing, because then the only thing I can tell you for sure, because I've heard it on the dispatch, would be on the dispatch, it comes through around that 6:40 mark on the dispatch call. So yes, around that time is when it's being reported she's missing. And on the dispatch call, it says last seen about an hour ago. Now, again, this is in red, so that means it's assumed to be true, just missing confirmation. But Biomom was notified of her disappearance and immediately headed from her home in Oklahoma to where Athena lived with her bio dad, and that's approximately 90 minutes away. And that is what's being said, that Biomom got the word. She immediately went out there. Her sister's also with her out there, and they are searching for her. And then again, they've used thermal equipment. The canines have been used. And then it just says unconfirmed, but it looks like we just read what the mom wrote. So it would be considered confirmed that Athena left her home with a bio mom on one other instance to go to school but the school was right in front. She could see the school from where she lived. So that did happen one time, but that was one time, and that would have been back in February is what's being stated. Again, this would be from the mom's Facebook. She says, update 12/1/2022. Athena is still missing as of 7:45 a.m. The sheriff's department has welcomed all volunteers to search, and this would have been then. It has switched where they don't want no volunteers now, I see. Athena's dad's address, and she gives it. Athena was last seen approximately at 5:30 p.m. 11/30/2022. Again, with the time frame, her being last seen at 5:30 just doesn't make sense to me, because if you're going based off of what the stepmom is stating, she searched for an hour, so she had to realize she was missing at 5:30, not last seen her. She had to last see her before that, when the argument happened, because then she makes dinner. So I know I'm being a little stickler, but I need the timeline to be right. It needs to make sense. So she would have noticed, she would have last seen her before. And this is a question I have. And I'll tell you, I messaged the stepmom. I did. I just said, I just wanted to know when the last time you actually seen Athena when this argument happened and you started dinner. I want to know that time. I need to know that time, because it's not 5:30, because at 5:30 you would have noticed her missing, and then you searched because it's an hour, and then the 911 call gets placed. I mean, look at her. She's just, oh my gosh, you guys, what happened to her? We have to have a good outcome with this one. We have to. Okay, so this is the property, a screenshot, so you guys can see. So this is obviously, all these cars are obviously law enforcement is there. So that's why you see all these vehicles here. Now, when we go to Google Maps, you'll see right here, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse right here. So this right here is going to be this long driveway you're going to see, and it gets to the property right here. And this would be the house that we see with the windows busted and covered and all of that mess right here. That's the house here. I don't know what this is right here, to be honest with you, this circle thing. And unfortunately, with Google Maps, our little man on the ground, it doesn't get us anywhere near here. So I can't even go on there and try to see. I don't know what that is. I mean, we can try to, I don't know what the fuck that is. And then this right here. So is this a trailer right here? What is this? See, I need eyes on the ground. I need someone on that search letting me know what this is. What is this? You're saying this is a burn pit, Joe? Could be a burn pit. I was thinking that too, but I'm from Arizona, so I'm like, yeah, maybe it's not. But I thought the same thing. It looked like an above ground pool with just no water in it. I don't know. Jules is saying it does look like a burn pit. Yeah, I don't know what that is, you guys. And then again, this right here, I'm not sure what this is. This is why I need eyes on the ground so I can like see what this is. And unfortunately with Google, we're not getting here. But this, I'm wondering, is this where she would have slept? Right here, allegedly. I mean, the distance from here to here would make sense what they're saying. What is this over here? I don't know what this is either. But all of this, and when I go to Google Maps after I show you all these photos, you're gonna see it's a lot. This looks right here like trash, I'm assuming. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that too. What is this, you guys? Is that a ladder? What is this? It looks like a ladder. I'm hoping somebody that helped with the search, but see, because we know that somebody that helped with the search, they took photos, right? They took photos and the ones I showed you, but we didn't get any photos that I've seen of anything over here. What is this? I don't know, Jules. I thought originally a ladder too, but I don't know. Could be a trampoline. Oh, the circle part, Joe, are you thinking? I haven't heard anything about horses, so I'm going to say no horses. I was wondering, septic tank, Rose. Yeah, I also thought it looked like a pool, just not filled, but I don't know. I need eyes there. Duke says the burn pit is further away on the east side of the house. The east side of the house. So Duke is saying no, that wouldn't be the burn pit. I mean, would you keep it that close to the house though? I don't know. I don't know about that. But I don't know what this is here. I don't know what this is. I'm thinking this is a trailer right here. But then this looks like a ladder. And this is an overview photo of now, because this is all law enforcement here searching. That's the trailer. Okay, that's the trailer. But what is this one right here, Duke, though? Is this a ladder? What is this? I thought this was possibly the trailer, but this is what I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. Stairs, ladder, that's a bridge. That is a bridge. Yeah, Allison, thank you. See if you could get a better picture for us. So with this building, because again, this is it's allegedly, we don't know, law enforcement, no one has confirmed. Allegedly, it's being stated that she slept in a different building out of the home. And I'm wondering, would it be right here? A carport, Levelhead is saying. Your images are different. Yeah, when I go to Google, it looks it's you can't really see much on Google to me. And even trying to get your little man on the ground, the closest I can get mine to the property is not even, I can't see the property, which sucks. I hate that. I hate when it's like same thing with Summer Wild's case too. I couldn't get anywhere close to being on the property with that on Google. I hated it. You think it's a fence, Duke? Duke says, I think it's a fence, the other building there. I think it's something similar to a carport. Yeah, I think that's what Level-Headed mentioned, a carport. I just wish we had better image with it. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know. And then over here, I don't know what that is either. What is this over here? It's gonna blur up. There's something over here too. I don't fucking know, but this is the property here. So you got to think too, okay, if she left, just look at the surrounding of it. This is just a little screenshot of it. When I go to Google, you're going to be like, damn. And then it says that it's being stated that aunt lived next door. Where next door? There is no next door here. What next door? Leo says maybe stairs. Yeah. Hopefully we can get someone who ends up being there, boots on the ground, and maybe can get some good photos for us and send it and let us know. Hopefully. Vicky says, where's the building she slept in? I don't know. So this is the home, right? And this here looks like a little trailer here. And that's just allegedly. We don't know if that's true, if she actually slept outside of perhaps a shed. Yeah, I was thinking that, Duke, over here, maybe a little shed. Okay, let me see what else I got for you guys. Okay, we have the Amber Alert. This again would be her mom posting just another photo. Please help me find my daughter, Athena Presley Monroe Strand. She's been missing since 11:30. Again, she gives the area, Paris, Texas. And these photos were taken, I believe, around Thanksgiving time, I believe. Okay, so this is the front of the property, a screenshot of the front of the, oh, maybe we can see a better imaging of that. I don't know. What do you guys think that is? Maybe if I make this bigger, hold on. That helps a little bit. Okay, so let's see. This does look like a trailer or something in the back of it. Oh, I wish we could have seen what those look like, a ladder or what it might have been. It looks like a horse walker. Oh, I haven't heard that they have horses. That's something I'll just put in the, I haven't seen anyone talk about horses, so I can just ask, do they have horses? Anybody know? And as you can see, the driveway right here coming up to the property, this is going to be the only way you can really access with your vehicle, at least coming up here. Here's dirt and grass inside the circle, so whatever it is, there's no bottom. Duke thinks it was a pool at once. I'm going to share this photo in the Facebook group, and I'm just going to ask, does anybody know what this is? I'll also share that other photo and ask, what is this? Because people from the area and people that have been searching are in the group, and they're going to let us know. So I'll end up asking and see what people end up saying about it. But this does look like a little back trailer, so. Oh, that's true. Dick says they might not have horses, but that doesn't mean that they didn't buy it with these things there. Yeah, that is very true. But I am certain they added the carport, he says. Tomboy, I don't know. That's the only other building that I'm seeing right here by the home would be the one right here in the back. So if it is true, would this be it? I mean, I can't even imagine putting your child not in the home with you. So I'm hoping that's a false lie. To be honest with you, I'm hoping that's a lie. So I'm going to share this photo and the other one and see what people say that have been boots on the ground. What is what? Again, that's going to be her mom. Where's my other photos? Okay, we went over that, the trash, the swamp area, went over that, the house. Okay, speculation, the mom, the trash. Okay, let me take you guys to Google Earth really quick. Lola says, who says she slept in another building? So it was shared, what I've seen, it was shared on Facebook. Someone that said they were helping with the search. So someone made a comment and then people started sharing it. They said, I was helping with the search. They put up some photos of the property and they said that they had overheard that it's being said they overheard from a deputy is what they're saying, that Athena slept in a different building 20 yards from the home. So I don't know if that's true or not. No one's confirmed that yet. People are saying it's not true. Other people are saying it's true. You know, when a case just like this happens, there's so much to weed through. I know, Leo. Me either. Duke says, but the condition of the main house, I would not be surprised now. I have been going through and taking some screenshots of some of the photos, but I need to blur out the other kids. Her other daughter, there's her other daughters in some of the photos, and so I need to blur out her other daughter. But in one of the photos, it does look like there's like a huge crack in the restroom floor. The shower curtain looks completely ripped in the middle. It looks like there's this big crack in the ground, like on the floor, but they put like a little mat that didn't cover the whole crack, so you can see the crack. Yeah, people are starting to look at the inside, and they're not liking what they see. Okay, I have this right here. Let me just, I know some of you are wondering about this. Hold on. So, Strand, I'll show you this. First name, what's her first name? Elizabeth. Because some people are wondering about load, baby, load. Okay. So people are wondering about, step mom's, criminal history and all of that stuff. It's all public information. And I don't see anything really major on her. Let me take that off the screen. Hold on. Lala. Ooh, I had a call. It was just be disorderly conduct I see for her. That would have been the date filed 2020. But that's all I see for her. I don't see anything else for her, because I know a lot of people are wondering. But this would be this is only for Wise. This is for only Wise County right here in Texas. So I don't know about I don't know if I haven't like sleuth her yet, but I did check to see if she had anything on her record for over there in Texas. And this is the only thing that popped up for me. She, disorderly conduct back in 2020 she has for stepmom, but that's about it for her. I know some people are wondering. And then for the dad, again, this is all public information, guys. Let's do. I know we always wonder. And his name is Jacob. All right, Jacob Henry, where are you? Okay, so he has a couple of things. Let's see. He has a speeding, false reporting to a police officer, driving while intoxicated, speeding, theft. What's this theft? So theft, property, anywhere from 100 to 750. So he has a little bit more than the stepmom. And it doesn't let me zoom in too much, but you can just see speeding, false report to a police officer, driving while intoxicated, speeding, and then theft. When was this one? False reporting. So that was back in 2015, false reporting to a police officer. And then he has a couple of speeding tickets on him. The theft one, Theft property, 100 to 750 in value. That would have been in 2018. He would have had that. But I mean, I always look at for like the background for certain things, but speeding tickets and false reporting. What's this false reporting one? Let's see. That was back in 2015. It just says false report to a police officer. Yeah, that was back in 2015. So, All right, let me take you to Google Maps real quick. All right, hold on, guys. Bear with me. Give me a couple more minutes. Let's look at this Google Earth. I think would be better image. Google Earth. Oh, it's getting hot in here. So thinking what we know so far. What are you thinking? Do you think she left the home? Do you think she left? She got home from school. Something happened between her and stepmom. Stepmom says an argument. She got an argument with her. What do you think? And she just left? Okay, Lisa, let me see. Do you think she just left, or do you think foul play took place? I also wonder if stepmom has a vehicle is another thing I'm wondering. Does she have a vehicle there, access to her? All right, am I on the property? Okay. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, hold on, it's loading right now. Start with me what StreamYard. Hold on, you guys. StreamYard is freaking acting up. All of a sudden, it's acting up. We've been doing good all day, and now it wants to kick me out. All right, I'm going to try this again. All right, it's kicking me out. All right, so I don't know. It's starting to act up all of a sudden. So I'm going to have to take still shots of it, of Google Earth, and share them with you guys. Now, there is a press conference that's starting within like a little bit, like less than an hour away. I have to go do something right now. We've been on here already 2 hours, but either later on I'll jump back on with the press, or we'll do this tomorrow morning. We'll go over the press conference today. Let's hopefully they give us some answers today. Hopefully they're going to give us some answers with this case today, but I think we went over everything. We went over all of the facts, the rumors, with the story behind everything. We looked at the property. The only thing I didn't get to do was go on Google Earth, but it's starting to act up, but that's okay. We can do that on the next live. We went over that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I want to thank you guys all for being here with me, and let's just hope we get some good news today with this case. There is a press conference that's happening in about a little bit less than an hour. So hopefully you'll be awake. What time is it for you, Joe? But let's just keep sharing. If you guys can share this out, share her flyer out, share her story out there, put it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, talk to your friends about this. I love how it says, put me first. She's missing right now. And again, this is Athena Presley Monroe Strand. And she was last seen on November 30th of this year. Now, the story from her stepmom is that she got into an argument with her and she went to her room. She believed she was in her room and she started to make dinner and called her out for dinner. She never came, went to look for her in the room. She wasn't there. She believes she took off, I guess. She searched for her for about an hour. So to me, that would put it at 5:30. She realizes she's missing. Then around 6:40 is when she calls 911 and reports her missing. Now, she was said to be wearing washed out blue jeans with flowers embroidered around the front pockets, and with a gray/black long sleeve shirt, light brown boots, and maybe a flannel over skirt. I did hear though, flannel was found in the room, so no flannel with her. Again, this is out in Wise County. This is Paradise, Texas. So any information, please contact Wise County Sheriff's Department, 940-627-5971, or of course 911. She needs to be found. We cannot have another bad outcome, you guys. We really can't. Joe, you're going to sleep already? She says it's barely 7:39. What if she borrowed a car? That's something I want to know. That's why I'm just wondering, does she have a car? I also want to know a little bit more information about the aunt. How close does she live? It's being said that she lives next door, but when you look at Google Maps, next door isn't next door like we think it is. So there's just a lot of questions that I still have. So there is a press less than an hour, so I will be watching it. I'll try to come back on here later to go over it with you, but I do work later, so I don't know. But tomorrow I can probably squeeze in a morning live and go over it with you guys, and we'll go over news stations and see what they're putting out and stuff. So I would do more sleuthing. Allison, if you have anything, send it to me. If you guys have anything, send it to me. My email is callmecrazy48 If you know me on Facebook, you can always reach me on Facebook faster. Look up I think it's CC Chick on there. You can find me on there too. So, and it is extremely cold out there. Last night I did look about 10 p.m. Out there. It would have been 11 p.m. because I said they're an hour earlier, and it was about 49 degrees. So she's definitely not dressed to be out there, and that's a major concern. There is an Amber Alert for her, thank God, but she's still missing right now, and it's been since November 30th. And just look at this face. I mean, you guys, we need a good outcome from it. So okay, guys. So again, share this out, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Let me put it like that so we know. She is missing there, right there. All right, you guys. I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye, guys.